Hi, I'm Natasha Blakeney at ICT-FEST 2012, and I'm here with Mrs. Williams-Egmore of Sweet Mako Educational Technologies. Hello, Mrs. Egmore.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Can you explain to us what exactly is Sweet Mako and what you guys do?
Okay. Sweet Mako Educational Technology is a primary school at this point, information technology, a series of books for primary schools. Starting with kindergarten through grade 6. It's a series of books that have been piloted by the Ministry of Education in schools such as Sunnyside, Villa, and Green Bay for this year. Hopefully it will roll out next year to other schools as well. St. John's Catholic is also using the technology books. It teaches children how to use a computer. It teaches them the parts of the computer. It teaches them how to use it not only for their physical bodies, but also socially and ethically. There are also word processing exercises for the students. Starting from kindergarten, they learn how to hold the mouse. They learn the parts of the computer. As they advance to, let's say, grade 3, they learn in more detail the parts of the computer. As they go up to grade 6, they not only learn the parts outside of the computer, but they learn the parts inside of the computer. Basically, this is based on the international standards for technology and education. It's based on those standards itself.
Sounds very innovative. And so this is your first time presenting at ICT-FEST, correct?
This is the first time presenting at ICT-FEST. The books were written last year, and as I said, they were written in a way so that the teachers could integrate a standard in Antigua and Barbuda for primary schools. It's one thing to teach them when they get to secondary school, but if we teach them principles from an early age, then they'll know not only the parts of the computer, we would give them a stronger foundation to reach higher for technology careers, basically. One of the things that I'd like to highlight in Book 6, which is used in grade 6, is we're teaching social and ethical issues as well when it comes to the use of the internet. The books are broken up, first of all, in 4 parts. The first part is computer ergonomics, how to sit properly at the computer. One of the questions I ask the children in the younger grades, and most of the time at the beginning of each term, is how long have you been using the computer? A lot of them say they've been using it since they were 5 years old. And then I ask them to ask their parents how long they've been using the computer, and a lot of them come back and they say their parents started at about 20. So I say to them, if you sit improperly at the computer, hunched over, let's say, while you're working on the keyboard or playing your games, by the time you're 20, your parents may have better posture than you. So not only does it teach about the technical aspects of the computer, it teaches about how to protect your bodies, which we call computer ergonomics. So the first part is that. And then the second part of the book teaches you about the hardware devices. In the kindergarten, as I said, you start out with the basic parts, and as you progress to grade 6, you start to learn about how the internal parts connect with the external parts, such as the monitor. And then it moves on to typography, word processing, and basically how to do newsletters, how to do brochures, how to save a document, the name that you save it under, where you're saving it. And then the 4th part of the book goes into internet technology, not only the icons that you use, search techniques. As it progresses up to grade 6, again, we're dealing with social issues, and we talk about how to protect your identity online. One of the things that I teach my students is that when you post something on the internet, it stays there forever. You're creating something called digital footprint. And if you're planning to become a lawyer or the prime minister or something like that, you have to present yourself in such a way that 10 years from now and 20 years from now, you want to see that on the internet because it's going to stay there. I mean, in light of what we've seen in the news, this is one example of an exercise that we talk about. Anything you put there will stay there. We also talk about copyrights and plagiarism issues. So we really kind of try to cover the whole span of technology, not just the parts and how to use the computer.
That's very thorough preparation.
Yeah, thank you.
And what are your thoughts so far of ICT-FEST? It's only the first day, but what are your opinions so far?
Well, I've seen it grow, and actually throughout the years, as I said to you, this is my first year, but I've always looked forward to somehow being a part of it. ICT-FEST is really fantastic for Antigua and Barbuda, for not only this island, but the Caribbean region. Even though we're a small island, we're part of a larger global world and larger global economy. So if we can start to prepare our children from an early age, we would have a better position in propelling our students into careers within the global market. As we know, the markets have changed, careers have changed, and it's really focused on technology. So everything that we can do as an island to prepare our people better, I think that will really reach far. And considering we are one of the first islands to have even the 4G LTE and be doing so much in information technology, I think that we have a great head start.
Thank you very much, Ms. Williams.
You're welcome.
Thank you.